Okay, welcome back to some more Fallout 4 Infected. It's a rare occasion where I managed to do 2 streams in one day. So yeah, I was going to do some more settlement stuff, but we made some good progress last time in Infected, so going to continue on with that today. I'm massively in the mood to keep going with this. Now, the main thing to note is that by the end of the last episode, we did get ourselves a backpack, which means we can now properly go out and scavenge. So obviously, we have been spending quite a bit of time here at Sanctuary, building things up and doing a lot of inventory stuff. So we are going to actually go out and do some stuff now. Primarily get some scavenging, that sort of thing. What we are going to do is, let me bring up the map. And I will be following an external map. Is we will be going from location to location, scouting that location out, clearing it out of any enemies, and then we will scavenge whatever supplies we need and so forth from that. We will then take it back to the nearest settlement that we have. So for now I'm just going to start around Sanctuary and use that. When we then get some more stuff, we will branch out and start acquiring, shall we say, other settlements, and then we'll then do the same with those. Those other settlements will be more safe houses than full settlements. Hey my dude, have you seen Fallout 76? I have indeed. Welcome to the stream again. I did see you earlier on. Thanks for joining again. I have seen it. I'm eagerly looking forward to more information on it. So my inventory space is now up to 450, so we've got plenty of room to scavenge some more stuff. Let me just make sure, what are we packaged? I'm looking for medicine to heal my parasites and insomnia on the low key as well.
Nice job with those defenses. I've got nothing else.
So let's check Trash Can Caller quickly before we go out to see if she's got those meds.
Let's see what you got.
You break it?
And if not, we'll just have to try and get lucky. Some Brahmin cheese. Now, between the last stream and this one, I was looking at how to get more salt and this sort of stuff. Because obviously we need salt to cook meat. It seems, so far as I can tell, that you can only buy it. So I'm just going to have to play it by ear on that and see how we go along. What the heck? Let's buy a water just in case we need it. That'll do. So from here, what we're going to do is go over to the Wicked Shipping Fleet, whatever it's called. Scope that place out and loot it. I think from that we do get a key to then unlock some trailers out in the world. Which will be a nice bonus along the way, but yeah, we are going to pick that location to be our first sort of like scouting mission of sorts. So let's make sure we're properly equipped, and we'll head on over there. It's actually a lot closer than what I remember. It's just past Abernathy Farm. How has Carla not been killed yet? I do not know. I do not know. I'm not going to complain. It's an extra trader for me. So we will just have to wait and see how long Trash Can Caller can survive. Let me check. Where is... Right, so that has respawned pretty much the same stuff again already between things. I know that's a lot of materials there, but we looted that in the last episode, so stuff seems to be respawning between saves. So gonna have to keep an eye on that. I don't want to abuse spawns like that, otherwise I could just essentially keep looting that, become rich. So I have to keep a mental note, maybe a physical note, as to what I've actually looted and where I haven't. Currently, at the moment, I am level 13 Anonymous. Next points are really going to be going into science. Need more into Lead Belly. Maybe Lone Wanderer as well. Hopefully we can get some more levels as soon as possible, really. Now, regarding the looting of stuff, so like I said, I looted that container in the last episode, which was fairly recently. I think I'll probably give it an in-game amount of time before I re-loot things, just for the sake of, I don't know, immersion, realism. I don't know, but I'd feel bad abusing something like that. I'm gonna have to leave soon as my nephew is coming around, but I'll stay on for as long as possible. Well, no problem at all. If you do miss anything, I'll probably be getting this specific episode up later on in the week. Now, I remember there being ghouls here in vanilla. I want to avoid those bloat flies spotting me. And we do indeed have zombies here. Right, we might be able to pick these off. The robot could also help. Have you obtained any proper rifles yet? No, not yet. We're still clambering about with this pipe weapon rubbish. Looking to try and get a decent one. Thanks for tuning in, John and the chairman. What mission are you doing now? Currently, I am scoping out and clearing out the wicked shipping fleet. With regards to an actual quest, I'm not actually doing a specific one at the moment. We're just scavenging as such for the moment. Right, I've got more coming around that way. That one specifically made a weird noise. I do not know what that was. I want to stay away from the barrels if at all possible. Do we? I want to try and get them all lured out so I know just how many we've got. I do have an escape plan here if all goes to pot. There seems to be quite a few, so try and pick them off one by one if at all possible. Make sure there's still none. Never know when one's going to sneak up behind. Woohoo! Keep an eye on my AP. Because that drains it quite a fair bit. I'm just doing a standard attack. Right, let's try and get this robot into play. And this is where you see how bad I am at this.
That's it.
That was pure guesswork there. Let's get the robot in play and see how long he can survive against these.
On duty. Commencing attack on hostile target.
Yep, Mr. Roboto is helping. Alright, I'm out of AP. Right, apart from the spinning giblet here, we seem to be alright. That went smoother than what it could have done. I'll just let that float off and do its own thing. Was that all of them? Just a skeleton, that's fine. Okay, so unless there's any that spawn inside, which there is, as usual. Okay, we can actually loot the dead one that's already there. I'm going to not loot. Seeing as though I've got looting off for the rest of them. Now where's the robot gone? There he is. Just in your mod for third person animations because it seems you're mainly vanilla weapons. At the moment, it's vanilla stuff. I think once I get a few more levels, some of those modded guns will come into play.
Attention, citizens. You may now resume your normal activities.
Is this place clear now? I want to say we're clear. Right, well we're here for Grognak the Barbarian issue 1. So that's additional melee attack damage, and the trailer key is what we're after. Check the terminal. I think we get some map markers from this, I think. Right, we should now be able to open up containers from this company, and there are a couple out there. Oh, jackpot. Absolute jack. I completely forgot that we can loot the wooden crate, and I do this every single time we come onto this. All these crates have got supplies in. Well, most of them have anyway. Oh my god, all this beer and wine. Undamaged cigarettes. Cha-ching! Right. I'm not even going to check the rest of the stuff because we've opened this now. Let's take all this. Like, even if we can carry it all. Assuming anyway. That's a lot of stuff. But I suppose it makes sense it was still there. The truck was still locked. I'm going to assume they were delivering to a brewery. I think that's all the crates. Right, so that must have bumped our weight right up. Okay, that's an insane amount. That mod's a cheat. I put it on because I do have a loot overhaul on, which reduces a lot of stuff in the world anyway. But I wanted it so that like most of the crates will have like a little bit of wood, stuff like that in. I'm going to assume that those were specially placed there because this was a locked container. I gotta go now. Matthew's here, but I'll watch the video if it comes now. Okay, cool. Thanks for tuning in as always. Doesn't matter if you have to go off. Right, so I'm actually going to go back and deposit that stuff straight away. I'm not risking losing any of that. Why aren't you bringing any companions with you? Currently at the moment I've chosen not to bring any companions because they're probably going to do me more damage than good at the moment. Piper just goes mental, shooting anything and everything that is even remotely hostile. I don't want Dogmeat to die. And generally I get a little bit more carry weight with the Lone Wanderer perk. But that's nice. I was not expecting to get my hands on, well, an alcohol shipment. The Wicked Shipping Fleet containers are probably going to be a really good one to go for then. Man, I don't know if, like, hanging around Sanctuary. Let's get rid of them because I want to get back. I'm lugging a heck load of ammo. Dead Raiders. These could potentially become zombies, thinking about it. If they're dead near those guys, I know they've got Pickman's calling card on them, but they could. Oh, converted PPK pistol. We have a first modded weapon, I think. Let's loot these guys in full. I don't know if this actually works, but I'm gonna make sure these guys don't come back. That lovely lad there. Not that I need any more alcohol, but these guys were apparently having a bit of a party. And I'm guessing the zombies interrupted them. Look at that draw distance loading. Jesus. Yeah, regarding companions, I will probably end up using one. Obviously, they're all able to be killed, so I need to be extra cautious with them. I'm getting some binocular batteries popping up, so maybe the binoculars are spawned in around the level that I'm at. So that'll be interesting to see now. What's that? Let's get this beer stored. Still plenty more to loot from the Wicked Shipping Fleet, but like I said, I was not expecting a Brahmin in my doorway. I was not expecting there to be that much stuff in there. So we'll go ahead and either trade that stuff or get it stored. What have we got? A PPK which takes 22 LR rounds, which I don't actually think we have any, do we? No, like one of the only rifle rounds. We might be able to convert that. One of the only rounds we don't really have. But let's see if Trash Can Collar is interested in buying a shit ton of wine.
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
This will probably be good for
Let's see what
resources.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
Right, first and foremost, she does have rounds for that gun. So I might start maining that as a weapon, the PPK pistol. I'm interested more so in using the modded weapons. Wow, that was worth 17. Wow, that was definitely not worth it. Alright, so we got a shit ton of beer and a shit ton of wine. Now, it seems like a lot, but the value of all this stuff is like pretty much just 1 for 1. So yeah, we're going to get quite a few caps for it, but it's not actually like an insane amount. And I don't even think it'll be worth taking the Great Mentats because it'll be 10% higher, so I don't even think it will round up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trade some of this stuff in. We don't need to trade it all. Going to trade 100 of each. That should be a nice solid 200 caps from Trash Can Caller. We'll store the rest and potentially sell it or use it as and when we need it. Let's also buy those ammunition rounds that we were after. What was it? 22 long rifle. How much for 50? 250 caps. That's a lot of caps, really, but let's go for it. Like I said, I want to use that ammo. We do have a point in gun nuts, so I might actually be able to add some stuff to it, specifically a suppressor. I think that goes without saying that that's definitely something that I want to get on the gun, because the zombies are actually in fact drawn to the sound, so we'll keep things quiet. We do also have the option at some point to swap the ammo type if we have a conversion kit, which I suppose is nice to know. But yeah, we've got ourselves a silenced weapon, which is good. Let's go ahead and get that hotkeyed. That's probably going to be good when there are lots of zombies. Right, so now I know that some boxes are going to have some pretty decent stuff in, but at the same time as that, it's not all going to be super valuable stuff. So without hanging around too long, let's head back. We'll go back there and we'll finish clearing out for the rest of the stuff that's in there. I don't think we'll get anywhere near as good a haul as what we just did then. But it's nice to know. It's another deliverer. Yeah, it pretty much is just a deliverer. Especially with the silencer on it. It doesn't unfortunately have the same perks that the deliverer does, but we are only really going to be utilising it because it is a silence weapon. I'm trying to think what a better melee weapon would be, because machete's not doing too bad, but I think the biggest thing is the range. Definitely keeping an eye on my radiation as well. I think those bloat flies are attacking a small pack of zombies over there. Well, we'll let them get on with it. I should be able to loot the rest of this. I'm going to assume it's safe. Let's shut the gate. Robot's just straight up powered down. Do I really have to do that again to get the robot out? I wasn't sure that that was a thing. But yeah, apart from normal scrap, I'm here more for the wooden crates. ammo. When did you get the deliverer? The weapon is a converted PPK pistol, which I've then added a silencer on so it's suppressed. I think it is actually the deliverer, but I'm going to assume that whoever made the mod was, let's just say, heavily inspired by the deliverer, seeing as it is just the same thing. But it's the first modded gun I think that I've found, so the fact that I can get a silencer on it. Now we're going to sell some aluminium, or aluminum, depending on where you're from. God, any ammo that I find is like gold mine. I've accidentally locked that. That's not something I want to be doing. Pretty much going to be grabbing anything and everything that we can get. Not going to go over the top with that. Like, I'm not going to be picking up every single little can, but notable stuff and stuff of importance we'll grab, as well as spamming the grab button when stuff's easy to see. Getting a fair bit of concrete, leather and aluminium from this. And it should help with getting settlements built up a little bit better. What am I doing carry weight wise? That concrete is definitely going to be weighing me down. Sorry I'm late, just finished watching your last stream. Well, appreciate the fact that you watched it through, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's a very rare occasion where I can actually stream twice in one day. Like I said, I'm not going to be looting any of the zombies that aren't zombies. The game's not picked up properly. Right, well, I think for the most part that's this place cleared. Just check in here. Get a few bits and bobs that are around in here. We've got a 10mm pistol. It's vanilla, but it's better than pipe stuff. Realistically, I want to be getting rid of the pipe weaponry as soon as possible, and any ammo that really is utilised by pipe weaponry will just be essentially sold, I think. What have we got in here? Nothing really of note. I can't tell if that guy's alive. We'll pop around him. What the fuck are ghoul hots for? Well, let's go over to one. Now, this corpse is tagged as a feral ghoul reaver, and it shouldn't be. Now, the ghoul blood and heart and stuff is used in chemistry to make some items. We won't be doing that. That's part of a ghoul overhaul that we have on that I had to put in place before the zombie mod. So realistically, there should be zombies, and all the zombies, as you can see, are not able to be looted. For whatever reason, that one didn't tag as a zombie. I'm going to assume dead ghouls. Dead ghouls probably don't count. probably just a limitation to the mod. Well, thank you, Eddie. I completely forgot that there was some stuff up here, so we'll grab what we can from up here before we go. Like I said, I don't mind if we leave the odd little thing here and there, but notable stuff we'll be definitely grabbing. And I think as well, what I'm going to start doing is making a note and a little document as to what places we have looted, so I don't end up re-looting places.
It's stuck.
Right, that was the one that I locked by accident. Load of pre-war money. Can either sell that or use it for cloth, I believe. Mainly use 308 and 303 for most of my weapons because Rifleman's best fighting style. Anything around the side here? I never really come around here. That would be a no. Alright, you're thirsty from lack of water. Can we have a quick drink? And we'll have a moot fruit as well. Keep an eye on that radiation. Now, like I said, what I'm going to do is start making a note of things. So if you bear with me just a second, I'm going to pause the game while I get this notepad open. So that was the Wicked Shipping Fleet. Like I said, I'm just going to make a note as to what places we have looted, because I will inevitably forget and come back and re-loot something, which I don't really want to do past a certain time, because it's not really realistic. Otherwise I could just keep reloading at Sanctuary and coming back here and re-getting all this stuff. So from here on, we're going to be making a note as to what's been looted and what's not. Alright, so that wasn't too bad at all. Keep an eye out for more of those trailers. If you can, I'd say go for a big loot at the federal stockpile ration area. Yeah, thinking about it, and now that I've remembered that we can loot the wooden containers, I would only hope that that place has got an absolute shit ton of food. Now, if we look at the map, I want to say that that's down here somewhere. So that is definitely going to be a target that we can do. And it's obviously heavily fortified with raiders, but we are going to have to attack that sort of thing eventually. As to how soon we get down to there, I don't know, but it is definitely on the list of places to ransack, so to speak.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
Let's get back and store this stuff. So first scavenging mission went pretty well. We got a lot of supplies there. Tempted to actually stop carrying my pipe pistol, maybe. I suppose we've got a lot of carry capacity to play with. Do we actually have any 10mm ammo? We do, but not a lot, so I'm not going to rush into that either. I think we'll stick with what we got. It's been working for us so far. I'm going to assume with that we can maybe build some more stuff. That was kind of strange. It has a shitload of food, weapons, ammo and explosives. Other words, jackpot, and the place you point to is Fort Hagen. The stockpile is more to the southeast. Okie doke. I'll probably reference a map when I'm actually searching for stuff. Right, can we build any more of these resource stations? Provides leather or bones. Plus free food. Provides leather or bones. DIY ammo. I'm gonna get a load of these put in place and get the settlers working on it. So I mean, realistically I need to get some of building in place so we're not actually just randomly making stuff in the middle of nowhere like what Piper's doing right now. So I'll do a little bit of moving of stuff around, nothing too dramatic. But we're going to have like some form of workhouse. So I think what I'm going to do is utilize the existing pre-war houses in their destroyed state and probably have one or two of whatever these are in place. So we've actually got a lot more that we can do now. Don't know what some of them do. Tax collector is probably one to get in once we've got a bit more of a settlement. Right, but for now what we really need to prioritise is food, water and ammo. So I think really we need to get a butcher in. So considering I've got my butcher thing over here as well, could maybe combine the sort of two of them. So that is what we're going to do with this house, and we are going to be doing a little bit of building here, so forgive me for that. So this house is probably going to be for the butcher. Whether or not this actively works or not, I'm not 100% sure on, but we'll give it a bash. Don't know what happened there, but felt like the game was going to crash. So let's quick save just in case, you never know. Let's move this right up next to the house. Get it as low as possible. How are you finding the save times with Zombie Walker's been used since in release, but the last few updates have been messing up saves. Either taking ages to do so or just freezing and then crash to desktop. I haven't really noticed any issues. I have a quick save mod installed just so that we can make sure we don't lose a lot of progress if the game does crash. I haven't actively updated my Fallout in a couple of updates since. Don't know if you mean Fallout or the mod specifically, either which I haven't updated either since a couple of versions ago, because it just breaks everything. And realistically the updates have only been for Creation Club stuff, which I'm not really actively getting, so I've left those off the updates for now. Do let me know if any of that made sense to you. Afternoon Zomalad, thanks for tuning in. it actually powered? It says it's powered, but the conveyor belt's not working. Do I assign Codsworth as the butcher? I mean, he's got the saw blade thing. That could work. It's getting pretty dark, so I'm struggling to see where to put stuff. Put that there, get rid of the leaves, because you don't want leaves right next to your meat. We'll pop a wall in there just in case. We definitely don't want it to snap, so let's get rid of that. Let's mold it in, and there we go, that's that covered. Now, where the heck did Codsworth just go? Because I do want to try and assign him to this. And it's getting dark, so we will need to go to sleep soon. He's just straight up disappeared. I may assign him in the morning when I can see him. Oh no, there he is. Let's put that on the floor. Right, Codsworth, you, my friend, can potentially be the butcher for the settlement. This resource is now assigned. Lovely stuff. Yeah, should have specified it being the mod. Notice after a while playing saves can be hit and miss. Yeah, unfortunately stuff like that does happen. Let's move the chef in there as well. I haven't updated it. I would assume in the last couple. So although it's probably slightly outdated, it's not giving me too many issues. Get that there and like that. Piper should come and start working. Barricade the window there because that's outside of the wall. Now, Piper's there cooking general food. Oh, we get to harvest this. What do we get for that? Don't know what we got for that. Didn't actively tell me. Right, now it's getting pretty much pitch black, so I can't see a damn thing.
You're tied.
I'm pretty damn sure that the door was locked there, Mama Murphy.
Can it wait?
Apparently Sturge is in here as well. Are we having a party? Eight 37:36, 30 will do. Another 10 hours sleep. I'm starting to think that I might start going to sleep a little bit later than what I have been doing. Now, for the last 2 nights, we haven't been disturbed by zombies. Can we go a third night?
What?
And the answer to that is no, we are being attacked by zombies. What time are we on? 2:30 in the morning. Literally pitch black. Okay, so we definitely need more light sources. I don't actually want dog meat to die, so... Oh, so don't really want to jump straight out there. I think the turrets have done a decent job. I was concerned whether they were going to kill them or not. Is it just those guys? I need some platforms put in place as well.
I imagine the scent of feral ghouls is most unpleasant.
Not that I can see much, but it seems clear. I suppose the easiest way to test that will be if we can get back to sleep. Let's see if there's any serious damage when we wake up in the morning. Also, as per usual, let's turn the character lighting off so people don't glow in the dark. Let's try to get some more sleep then, shall we? I use the Dark Knight mod in my game, but every person is glowing like a light bulb. Is it some kind of glitch? No, John, that's literally what I've just done. Didn't realise you'd posted that. So if you're playing on the PC, you're going to want to open up the console and type CL off, and that will turn character lighting off. It's a weird feature that's in the vanilla game. I don't understand why they do it. It's probably so that you can actually see people in the dark. But yeah, it gives this weird glow around all living things, which it's still dark enough that you can probably actually see. So let me turn the light off. So that's it with character lighting off. And that's it with on. So it's only very subtle there, but in darker environments they do glow. So yeah, if you can do that, if you are on PC, then feel free to use that console command. If you're on console, then I'm sorry, but I think it's a feature rather than a glitch, which kind of sucks. I'm on Xbox One. Oh well. Now thinking about it, there may be a mod for it. It might be worthwhile checking it out because it doesn't really add any external anything external, if you get me. So I can't see why it wouldn't be a mod that would be allowed on the Xbox. So there may be something out there. You're just having a little sit down, Sturges. Your infection spreads. When the heck did I pick up an infection? Oh, we have an infection. That means I'm gonna have to use one of my antibiotics. If I can remember where they are. Which we've only got 2 of. But that infection is gonna continuously damage me, so... And now we're dehydrated. I'll just smack myself in the face with my gun. Lovely stuff. Is the water that we get from the pump proper purified, or is it still dirty? So let's... We got any bottles that I can test this with? Right, it's dirty water. Now, I don't know if the purifiers are actually purifying water, if we need like the industrial one. Let's have a quick look in resources. Water. Right, well we need the science perk for that. So yeah, we do have the water purifier, but it isn't actually making it purified. I don't know if that's an oversight with whatever mods I've got on, whatever the case may be, but I think it might just be a case of that's how you get water, and then you need to actively purify it, probably at a cooking station, thinking about it. So if I can remember where I've put that, which I think is in here, we'll have a quick look. Purified water is going to be 3 dirty waters, a cloth and an antiseptic. So should probably get pumping some dirty water. We can make some soup. Dog meat stew. Dirty water, salt bean, dog meat, glowing fungus. Perception and luck increase for that. That's pretty good. Now, if you haven't noticed, none of the food is going to heal us. It's there literally just to satisfy our hunger and to give us perks. Oh, stag roast you can cook with wine. I suppose it's just the raw meat then. If I'm just grilling the meat on its own, it needs salt. Kind of makes sense, so I'm using the wine to cook it. Let's get that cooked up then. Kinda wish I hadn't sold all that wine then. Well, I suppose lesson learned. Don't think we can make anything else there. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to pump some dirty water. If you guys will let me out. Keep a nice stockpile of dirty water on the go. It'll be good for making soups and the like. Starting to get slightly concerned with my radiation. And we do need, at some point, definitely to find the medicine for the anti-parasites. So we might have to take a trip to a shop or two. Oh, we did cook up Deathclaw steak, didn't we? Hungry and dehydrated. Purified water. Might have to end up drinking some dirty water. Don't really want to do it. Alright, we got anything else that's gonna... Pineapple juice. I mean, is the beer and wine going to satisfy our thirst? I don't know if that's a thing. Gonna say no. I'll drink some wine. Gonna go ahead and store this. I thought I actually did that already, but apparently not. And I think with the stuff that we've got there, should be potentially good to maybe make a trip to the shop. Even a Drumlin Diner could be an idea. We need meds, really, thinking about it. We need meds quite badly, so I think that's going to be the next port of call. So what is it exactly that we need? We need parasites and insomnia medicine. Jesus, right, let's drink up some nice tasty dirty water before we go. I want to get that AP bar a little less out of the red. Are we actually... I don't think we're actually drinking straight from the pump. I don't think I've actually tested this. I think we might have to actually fill the bottles and then drink. Did not want to drop the canteen. Right, well, we'll try and make an active effort to use the canteen a little bit more. But I'm going to pop over to the Drumlin Diner. Hopefully she's got some medicine. In which case it's going to be a bit of a wasted trip. But we do have, you know, 250 caps to play around with as well. Now, so we can purify the water, but we're going to need like a constant supply of antiseptic for that, and that's where I think we're going to potentially find some issues, because we do need antiseptic as well to turn our dirty bandages into clean bandages. And we're going to need those bandages for whenever we get hit enough that we start bleeding. My controller keeps vibrating randomly, as if something's happened, which has kind of got me a little bit concerned. I don't know what that means. We'll see more clear here. Yeah, you know what, I don't think we came in here before, but let's have a look to see if the rifle there is pipe 1 or not. Probably going to be a low level pipe 1. And it's not there. Some more wooden crates. I'm not going to loot everything. Like I said, we are going to specifically scope out buildings and then make a note of what we have looted. I suppose any sort of storage depot, any sort of business potentially will have more resources than, you know, your generic house. So, pro tips on what to prioritize on what we're going for. It's very quiet at the moment, very quiet, which is both good and bad. Slightly concerned that something's going to jump out. Don't know who that is. This might just be a rando.
Excuse me.
Right, we've got ourselves an adventure.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Now, I'm going to have to check these guys more often because, well, she has a stimulant which cures lethargy. So, yeah, I'm probably going to grab any sort of meds like that whenever I can. And that's a lot of caps, but we are going to end up needing that in the future. I don't think we're lethargic at the minute. No, it's parasites and insomnia.
Hey.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten in hell. Thank you. Do you need
I've got a few minutes to browse.
a little bit of everything?
Right. Anodyne cures fatigue. Still no parasites stuff. Kind of sucks. Tempted to get it though, just in case. I think we'll hold out. We know she's got it, but I might potentially need the caps. Can't be as frivolous with caps as what I usually am. Thinking about it, we are down here, and I think there's a wicked shipping fleet container along this road, if I'm not mistaken. It's just a little bit further along, but if it yields a good bounty as what the last one did, it's going to be worthwhile checking out. Yeah, it's got some pretty good stuff in. This one's got a lot less alcohol in it, because it seems to be... Oh, we've got some rations. I think that's the first rations we found. This seems to be more for a utility shop. We found the jackpot of adhesive here. Yeah, beggars can't be choosing. We're going to be taking everything. We have got ourselves some rations as well. Now, I don't want to get myself trapped in here. So we'll grab stuff as fast as what we can. And I'll have to check those rations out soon, especially because we are famished. I think that's everything. Double check just in case. Right, let's have a quick look at those rations. I do think I need to cook them. So what's that? C ration 1 MA beef steak canned. I think I have to cook it. I'm not 100% on that, but we are now famished, so let's just eat some deathclaw, keep us going. Now I'm pretty sure when I was in there I could hear zombies. Maybe just being mistaken. We'll shut that trailer door, there's no need for it to be open. Kind of wish there was a mod or a way that I could tag things in the game to show that I had looted them. Right, we've got some zombies up at that house, so let's go and check what's in there. Just do a quick 360, make sure we're not being surrounded. Okay, so this gun is good, but are we really having to do multiple shots? Right, so we need 3 or 4 shots with this gun to get a kill. Alright, I may not be using that gun then. Yeah, the damage on it is really low. Low enough that a headshot isn't killing these guys. I suppose it's to make up with the whole silence element of it. What the heck is that? Oh, you know, just a rad scorpion sleeping on a mattress. Just another day in the wasteland. Take all this stuff. Take all this stuff. That stuff's technically better. Let's have a quick look at it, see if it's worth equipping. Now, does this chest piece look ridiculous or not? No, it seems fine. It's just essentially metal armor. That's fine. Alright, quick save in case of crash as usual. But I wasn't really planning on looting that lorry, but we're down here, we may as well. Don't know what the rad scorpion was doing in there. Also, don't know what the heck's going on with his skin tone. But yes, I am going to be returning to Sanctuary now, and I am going to be dragging this huge rad scorpion corpse with me. I wonder if it got hit by like a Molotov or something. It's kind of charred. Trying to see if I can cut any bits off of it, make it a bit easier to carry. But I don't think it's going to let me. So we need to go drag this back. It's a bit of an effort. But we can still keep a fairly brisk pace anyway. I think we've got a zombie on the way. You just a trader? An adventurer?
I'm sure I have something.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Another stimulant. Don't really need. Metal limb pocketed mod. I don't know what that is. It costs 23. I'm going to buy it. I don't know what it is. Dump the crap on him. I need to get this rad scorpion back before it comes back. Yeah, animal corpse texture mods are amazing. I'm not entirely sure which texture mod is on for the rad scorpions. I've never seen one look like this though. It's very weird. Whoa, just severed his head completely. I was debating whether to get rid of the machete, but I think we'll keep it. Feel obliged to get rid of any zombies that are near any trader, you know, just in case. Man, this guy is going to be a pain in the backside to carry. Mainly because for whatever reason my character keeps dropping him every now and then. Yeah, this is part of the reason why once we do have more of an established presence at Sanctuary, I'm going to start branching out and turning other settlements into essentially safe houses. So I won't need to drag stuff like this all the way back. We'll have a little butchery station in each of the safe houses. So it will be, you know, a 10-second thing rather than a 5-minute thing. But at this early stage in the game, realistically I need all the food I can get. So as well as the stuff that we just looted from that container, we'll take this guy back, we'll get him cut up. I want to check those rations to see if we can cook them and what the deal is about that. That Deathclaw won't despawn. Now, I haven't dragged the Deathclaw back because it was killed with a laser weapon, and so technically there shouldn't be any meat left on him. So that was the rationale behind that. Double arm. Why he's carrying that around, you will see momentarily. I'm unable to loot meat from corpses as it is. I have to take them back to a settlement where I have a butchery station, which unfortunately at the moment is all the way back at Sanctuary, even though we are nearly there now. I'll throw this into the butchery station and I can get some meat from it. Because we are quite early on in this run, I need all the meat we can get. I'm just hoping that the game doesn't despawn it, because I have had it before where I've had to drag something across to another settlement and it will just disappear and despawn, which is why, like I said, I want to get an auto butcher in my safe houses when I get them built up. And I want to try and get it to the point where we don't have to eat humans. We've done well so far. There's not been any real need to consume the human flesh, but the option is always there if we need it. Just a little bit further game. We've got a Brahmin stuck in a doorway. Best not be in my way. Trash can caller, please move. We'll throw this in the butcher and then it's up to Codsworth to cut him up. Now that should actually be moving. Don't know why it's not, but okay. Right, so that should be some red scorpion meat, some fertilizer, oh, and some acid as well. Nice. Nice, nicely done. Right, I'm just gonna nip over to a cooking station. I want to check out those resources we got. What in the heck is that? Now this is a lot of the weapons that are modded in that we can build. Don't know how much we're going to be building them from this menu. It's a little bit cheaty. I suppose, I mean, you could look at that as very much I've bought that from a shop for 5,000 caps. I suppose that's one way to do it. Don't know why that's actually in there though. Is it going to be in soup? I'm sure I read that you had to cook these things. It might not actually be that. It's all learning experience. I'm trying to learn this mod as I'm going along. So what actually is it? Beefsteak canned. Quite a lot of rads for what it is. Now I'm gonna quick save here and then I'm going to click on it because like with the canteen I click on it, it gives me a menu which I should probably drink. Does this give me a menu or just straight up eat it? I straight up just eat it. Okie doke. Right, well that was some unneeded rads. What I mean is unimmersive, John. The weapons in the cooking station, yeah, I'm not really going to be using them. I think it's just a way for the mod author to get it into the game. So yeah, there are going to be a couple of little things that are in the game that are unimmersive, but I won't be actively using them because I don't want to. Right, so Piper's at her job. Cosworth? Where's Cosworth? Cosworth should be here chopping up meat. I might assign someone else to it. Cosworth's not doing his job.
Seems to be growing well.
Get myself some moot fruit and the like. While it's pickable.
I need to assign someone to this.
Right, who here doesn't have a job? What are you doing? You're doing nothing. You need a job. Not having any layabouts where you can get out. So Cosworth isn't even assigned to it. Right, Codsworth just completely gave up on that job. Maybe that's where I got the death claw from. I don't know. We need to get these guys some chef clothing at some point. Everyone else can get back to your jobs. Will be fantastic. Right, store stuff that we aren't actively using. Right, so we got a massive haul of adhesive from that lorry, from that truck. So we shouldn't have to worry about adhesive for a little while.
If you wanted to make me a second printing press,
Do you want to sell them or do you want to break them down? Let's break a couple of them down. Like I said, the PPK pistol, even to the most advanced It's not even great damage wise, so that isn't because of the suppressor. I'm going to assume it's just a trashy gun. So I don't know if I'm actually going to use it. I think I'm going to sell it for the value to weight ratio there. Kind of sucks. I suppose not all the guns are going to be as useful. But yeah, I think for the time being we're going to have to stick with pipe weaponry, so I'll maybe improve that a little bit, but...
Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
And I do like the fact that that whole trip to the shop was to get some medicine, which we still haven't got. So yeah, I am unfortunately going to sell the PPK pistol because it's trash. It takes like 3 or 4 shots to kill a zombie. So for how much the ammo is going to cost, it's not really worth it. The 10mm, however, I may actively keep for now until we get some more ammo, because that is a bit of a better pistol. It's going to be getting to grips with what recipes we need. Cosworth could not get into the animation. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Need to start finding some of this stuff. And then we can start cooking up. Afternoon again, George. Thanks for tuning in. Right, can we make any... now that we've got some more adhesive, I want to check out the armor workbenches that we built. Because if I could get myself some better armor, I'll be more willing to stretch out a little bit further. So let's check out the armor smith workbench. I think a lot of this is more cosmetic stuff, but there might be something decent in here. I don't actually know if a lot of this is going to be of use. No, I don't think any of that's going to be used. That was a bit of a waste of time. Right, well, I know it's getting on a little bit in game. I should probably hang around here and sleep here for the night, but I do kind of want to keep pushing out. I can't just hide out at Sanctuary all the time. So we did dump everything off here. Yeah, we did. interested at some point to actually start doing some of the quests. And we'll probably work our way up in difficulty regarding those. So I think what I'm going to do, and maybe a bit risky, I'm going to make my way down to Diamond City again. I'm going to check all the merchants there again, see if they've got any of the meds that I need, any of the more specific meds. We'll probably pick up one or the two more side questy missions there to try and earn some more caps. I mean, if I have to, I'll sleep there. It'll probably just be a little bit of caps that we have to use, nothing too dramatic. And, you know, we'll scavenge along the way and on the way back and that sort of thing. I think what I'm gonna do, as I'm passing, is potentially grab a settlement or two if we can on the way. Just to see if that's anything worthwhile doing. This is a bit of a trek to Diamond City, and it wasn't really worth it last time. Didn't have really what I was looking for. I think it's just going to be pot luck as to whether we get the meds that we need. And again, it's all very quiet down this area, which is always both good and alarming. What I'll do as well when we get to Diamond City, slash if we pass a doctor, God, I wish we passed a doctor before, is probably heal the radiation again. It's only about, what, about a third of the way in. Probably going to try and keep on top of it as and when I can. I think times are tough in this. I think we may have to start being a little bit more ruthless. Are you using the Steam controller? I am not. I am using the controller though. I am currently using a DualShock, which is why I'm getting certain movement things. Couldn't really use the Steam controller. I wasn't a big fan of it. And I'm not currently using mouse and keyboard because unfortunately it picks up a little bit too loud through the microphone.
Best scrap in the Commonwealth right here.
I'll take a look, sure.
Tempted to kill. Yep, no one saw it. We're good. We're good. I'm not going to be doing that all the time, but man, we desperately need resources, so we're picking up what we can where we can. We just looted the wicked shipping place, George. I've already done, well, technically 2 of the containers, one that was in the yard and one that was near the Drumlin Diner. Because we have the mod on that allows us to loot wooden crates, they are absolute jackpots of resources. Because they've been untouched before now, one was full of alcohol and the other one was full of building materials. So yeah, I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for those. Has this guy only got one arm? Now he's got no head. Yeah, he was missing an arm. God knows how that happened. Yeah, I think I'll do the same, slightly different than what I did last time in regards to getting to Diamond City. I'm going to cross here. And then I think I'm going to loop around close to the water's edge. And it's probably going to be the safest way. Last time we went down along the rail tracks to the road, and we nearly got killed by some super mutants. So let's try and avoid that sort of unneeded danger for the time being. I think what I'm going to do, I may alter the zombie walker mod ever so slightly to make it a little bit more difficult for me. I'm finding it, it's not too difficult is what I'm getting at. And like I said in the previous stream, we're probably going to up the difficulty as and when. So I think we can ramp it up a little bit. I'm not going to jump from 1 to 1,000,000 in difficulty scale, but maybe increase the spawns or increase the damage or something like that. Right, something's going down. Let's get this cocked and ready. Alright, well, something's going down up there. Don't want to get involved. I am perfectly fine not getting involved in that at this current time. Now, Hangman's Alley is probably a good one to build a little safe house in. It's right next to Diamond City. It's a good place to sleep if we need to. I'm not going to do that just yet. We can obviously sleep in Diamond City. Probably going to crash in Piper's place if we need to. But although there's a few straggling zombies hanging around, it seems quite empty, so we're definitely going to look at increasing the amount of zombies, I think, for next time.
What's that? Out there, somewhere.
Has that super mutant hound spotted me? Shit, they've spotted me. I was not expecting them to be alive. This may be the day that we die. For the love of God, let there be a Diamond City guard around this corner. That's not exactly a Diamond City guard, but it might slow them down. Oh, here's a guard. Should probably have told him that we've got some super mutants charging around the corner. I'm very much in the mindset of I'm not looking back. We seem okay though. Oh yeah, we seem perfectly okay. Stay clear of any exploding cars. Right, well that was potentially dangerous. Alright, I do hope that these guys have got meds, because that's the main reason why we came here. And if they don't, we'll make sure to pick up some of the side jobs, earn ourselves some caps. Glorious loading times. Alright, well, I suppose any trader could really have the items. Should probably check with the Doctorino first. How many caps have I got? I've got 395. Now it's going to cost
This better
more.
be an emergency.
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, Doctor.
Tell me your symptoms.
140. Yeah, go on.
I
It's
think I
worth it.
soaked up some rads out there.
All right, let's flush your system.
Try and keep that radiation under control.
Now, was there anything else bothering you?
I'm pretty beat up.
You look fine, but
Obviously, this would usually cure the ailments, but we do actually need the items.
and that's that. Anything else bothering you?
No, we're done.
Off you go then.
Alright, I would like to trade though, Dr.
Don't
Sun.
dally. If you're here to be examined, let's get you examined.
I need some supplies, Doctor.
All right, but go easy on the chems.
Right, I did see antiparasitic there. Right, we'll get that. We should probably stock up on this stuff, but we don't really have enough caps to do so. Sleep aid, consumer reps, cures insomnia. We need that. That's 158, goddammit. Right, let's buy the antiparasitics. That's going to eat up our food. We can actually afford that. But we're now pretty much flat broke. When did we get a laser pistol? When the heck did we get a laser pistol? I completely missed picking that up from wherever that was. I'm gonna sell the laser musket then if we've got ourselves a laser pistol. Oh, I'm going to assume that the laser pistol was from that unsuspecting adventurer that happened to befall and get shot in the head repeatedly. Which is probably what this other stuff is as well. So we'll just trade that. Yeah, we just found it. Nothing sinister at all. Right, so at least we know that Dr. Sun does have actually a nice amount of stuff that we need medical wise, which obviously makes sense. So when we do get ourselves some more caps and we do trips to Diamond City, we're going to be stocking up as much as we can. So now I do have sleep aid and antiparasitic stuff, so that should get rid of the ailments that we've got. We are tired. It is getting late in game. So we should probably go and do that.
Latest news from the Commonwealth.
Yeah, we're going to crash into Piper's place. She's busy back at Sanctuary chopping meat. So this will inevitably make me a little bit dehydrated, but let's go ahead and use the antiparasitic. So the sleep aid. Now we can get addicted to this stuff, so that's something to bear in mind. That has left us thirsty, no doubt. Right, well we do need to sleep. I sleep in a bed, but it won't let me because the video game logic. And we'll go to sleep now. Fairly productive in the fact that we've actually got those ailments cured. Again, caps. We need to make ourselves a lot of caps.
What's in the next issue? Just you wait.
Shut up, Nat. We definitely need to maximise how many caps we earn. Yeah, don't mind me, Nat. I'm just cracking on. Hey, Sam Samaru, thanks for tuning in. Fairly bad time, I know. I'm going to be wrapping stuff up fairly shortly, as in right now. So yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, I'm going to be ending this stream here. Be sure to check those videos out when they go up. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end today's episode here and the stream here. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Give me a follow, say hi to me if you see me on the street, all that sort of jazz. I'll probably get the episode up from earlier on and right now up at the start of the week / in the middle of the week, so keep an eye out for those on the channel. I'll be going up as soon as I can. But other than that, I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode, and I'll see you all later.